Ashburn, Benoit, Calderon, Cedillo, Cogdill, Corbett, Correa, Cox, Denham, DeSaulnier, Ducheney, Dutton, Flores, Hancock, Harmon, Hollingsworth, Huff, Kehoe, Leno, Liu, Lowenthal, Maldonado, Negrete McLeod, Oropesa, Padilla, Pavley, Price, Romero, Runner, Smidian, Steinberg, Strickland, Walters, Wiggins, Wolk, Wright, Weiland, Yee. Madam President, we are absent in quorum.
The Secretary notices the absence of a quorum. Sergeants, please lock the doors, call in the absent members so that the Senate may begin its daily business. Members, a quorum is present. Would the members and our guests beyond the rail and in the gallery please rise? We will be led in prayer this morning by our own guest chaplain, Senator Onestad.
Good morning. Good morning, Lord. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the rest we received this weekend and for all those who labored here in our absence to prepare for this busy week ahead. Lord, in this hectic final week, help us in all we do and say. Place on our tongues the kind and gentle words you would have us say. Place on our hearts your compassion for all those we serve. And place on our minds your will for your people. And when the week is over, let your will be done. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Pledge of Allegiance led by Senator Hollingsworth. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Under privileges of the floor, under motions and resolutions, members, without objection, Joint Rule 62A will be waived for the following measures: AB 411, AB 813, AB 1188, so they can be heard without 4-day file notice by the Health, GO, and EQ committees. Joint Rule 61A was waived Friday on these bills. Members, pursuant to Senate Rule 29.10, the following bills are referred to the Rules Committee. Item number 126, this is Senate Bill 43. Finally, pursuant to Senate Rule 29.10C, the following bills are referred to the Rules Committee. File Item 7, AB 1531, File Item 43, AB 569, File Item 41, AB 1554, File Item 44, AB 1558, File Item 48, AB 1215, File Item 53, AB 471. Members, we are going to begin. Senator Duchesne, for what purpose do you rise?
Just briefly, Madam President, while we're under motions and resolutions, I want to request that third reading items, file number 146 and 147, be moved to the inactive file.
File Item 146 and 147 moved to the inactive file.
And I want to remove from the inactive file file number A18, AB 196.
The desk will note. Senator Liu, for what purpose do you rise?
Thank you, Madam President. File Item 151, AB 925, Saldana, to the inactive file at the request of the author.
File Item 151 to the inactive file at the request of the author. Any other member under motions and resolutions? All right, members, we are going to begin today's business by beginning at File Item 150, Assembly Bills third reading file. Is there a floor manager for File Item 150, Assemblymember Hill? File Item 152, is there a floor manager?
The intention was to start on unfinished.
Members, we are going to change and begin on unfinished business. So let's go ahead and turn our attention to unfinished business, beginning at File Item 82. We will work this file first. File Item 82, Senator Cedillo, not at his desk. File Item 83, Senator Wiggins. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 635 by Senator Wiggins, an act relating to domestic violence.
This is File 83. Mr. President and members, current law authorizes certain counties to collect additional fees for marriage licenses and other vital records for the purpose of funding coordination and oversight of domestic violence programs This bill would extend the authorization to Sonoma County as well and requires the program to sunset on January 1st, 2015. Amendments taken in the Assembly extend the sunset for Solano County's Family Justice Program until 2011. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? No. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? No. Benoit? No. Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? No. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Cox? No. Denham? No. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? No. Flores? Hancock? Aye. Harmon? No. Hollingsworth? No. Huff? No. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Negrete McLeod? No. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero? Aye. Runner? Semidian? Steinberg? Strickland? No. Walters? No. Wiggins? Aye. Wolk? Aye. Wright? Aye. Wyland? No. Yee? Yee aye. Correa no. Maldonado no. Semidian aye.
Ayes 18, noes 16. Senator Wiggins moves a call. Members, once again under motions and resolutions, please remove item number 14. This is AB 78. Move to the inactive file. Senator Wright, for what purpose do you rise?
Thank you, Madam President. To announce a GO committee hearing in 3191, immediately off the floor. There's one bill.
Members of the GO committee to room 3191 immediately to consider one bill. All measures will be placed on call while the committee is meeting. File item 84, Senator Hancock, for what purpose do you rise?
I rise to move file item 167, AB 909, to the inactive file at the request of the author.
File item 167 is moved to the inactive file. File item 84, Senator Liu, pass temporarily. File item 85, pass on file. File item 86, Senator Yee, not at his desk. File item 87, Senator Padilla. Senator Padilla, pass temporarily. File item 88, Senator Lowenthal, this measure is proposed for special consent.
Absolutely.
File item 89, Senator Hancock, pass on file. File item 90, pass temporarily. File item 91, not at her desk. File item 92, Senator Kehoe. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 505 by Senator Kehoe, an act relating to local planning.
Members, there are technical amendments made in the Assembly to this bill, clarifying some of the terminology. This is another fire planning bill. It will require that counties and local governments put a fire safety element a fire planning element into their safety element in their general plans at the next general plan update. So there is no mandate here. This would go a long way towards establishing some statewide benchmarks for local fire planning. It is absolutely important when you look at the kind of fires we're experiencing in California. California Fire Chiefs, the Fire Districts Association, the League of Cities, American Planning Association are all in support. I urge your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? No. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? No. Benoit? Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? No. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Cox? No. Denham? No. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? No. Flores? Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Hollingsworth? No. Huff? No. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Lou? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? No. Smidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? No. Walters? No. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee.
Ayes.
Smidian, aye. Correa, aye.
Ayes 16, noes 11. Senator Kehoe moves a call. File item 91, Senator Pavley. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 448 by Senator Pavley, an act relating to fish and wildlife.
Thank you very much. Members, this bill establishes the California State Safe Harbor Agreement Plan so that landowners can voluntarily enter into agreements with the Department of Fish and Game using a collaborative stewardship approach to manage the lands. It's not often I can stand before you and say, this bill has the support of not only Defenders of Wildlife and Nature Conservancy, but the California Farm Bureau Federation and the California Cattlemen's Association. There is no opposition to this bill. It has not received any no votes. Assembly amendments were technical and clarifying in nature. I ask for your concurrence.
Is there any discussion or debate? Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? No. Benoit? Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Lou? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? Aye. Smidian? Steinberg? Strickland? Aye. Strickland, aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee. Ashburn, no to aye. Smidian, aye.
Ayes 25, noes 0. Senator Pavley moves a call. Senator Steinberg, for what purpose do you rise?
Thank you, Madam President. I want to announce that in 20 minutes at noon, there will be a Democratic caucus.
Democratic caucus in 20 minutes. File item 94, Senator Steinberg. Do you wish to take up your item at this time? File item 94. Passed temporarily. File item 95, Senator Leno. One moment. Senator Hollingsworth, for what purpose do you rise?
I wanted to announce that in 18 minutes there will be a Republican caucus.
In 18 minutes, there will be a Republican caucus. Do we hear 16? Senator Leno, Secretary, please read. File item 95.
Senate Bill 581 by Senator Leno, an act relating to electricity.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, the bill will allow San Francisco to expand its renewable power generation, and the amendments taken in the Assembly are clarifying and technical, though there is one of significance which removes PG&E's opposition. So there is neutrality on the part of PG&E, and what it does is restores current law that remote generation sites located outside the city must be located within 20 miles of the city. I would ask for your concurrence on the Assembly amendments.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? No. Benoit? Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? No. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Flores? Hancock? Harmon? Hollingsworth? No. Huff? No. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Lou? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? No. Semidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? No. Walters? No. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee.
Ayes.
Honested? No.
Ayes 16, noes 8. Senator Leno moves a call. File item 96, Senator Kehoe. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 695 by Senator Kehoe, an act relating to energy and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Members and Madam President, this is an urgency measure on electrical rate reform. Returns from the Assembly with amendments that clarify how the PUC will phase in direct access to non-residential retail customers. This fixes some of our leftover problems from the energy crisis, had strong bipartisan support in the Assembly, 76 votes. The investor-owned utilities, the consumer groups, including TURN and UCAN, the Division of Ratepayer Advocates, and the additional energy suppliers are all in favor of the bill. I ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Benoit? Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Harmon? Hollingsworth? Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Lou? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee.
Ayes 23, noes 0. Senator Kehoe moves a call. File item 97, Senator Lowenthal. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 734 by Senator Lowenthal, an act relating to transportation.
Thank you, Madam President and members. SB 734 is the Senate Transportation and Housing Committee's Transportation Omnibus Bill. Makes several technical, clarifying, and cleanup changes to existing law. The amendments adopted in the Assembly make technical and cleanup changes. I don't think I need to go through. They were just technical. This came out of the Assembly on a vote of 78-0 and has never had any no votes at all. I respectfully ask for an aye vote to concur in Assembly amendments.
Is there any discussion or debate? Is there any objection to using our unanimous roll call and putting it on call? Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Benoit? Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Harmon? Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Lou? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian?
Aye.
Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee.
Ayes 25, noes 0. The measure is on call. Members, that takes us to file item 98. That is a special consent calendar item. Then file item 99, Senator Romero. Secretary will read.
Senate Bill 592 by Senator Romero, an act relating to school facilities and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Thank you, Mr. President and members. Members, this bill expedites the distribution of state bond funds that California voters approved several years ago for construction of charter school facilities. The Assembly amendments strengthen safeguards to fully protect the state and to ensure that bond funds are used only for public schools. This bill has no opposition and imposes no general fund impact. I ask for concurrence in the amendments.
Debate or discussion? Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Benoit? Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Cox? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Harmon? Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Lowenthal? Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Smidian?
Aye.
Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee.
Ayes 22, noes 0. The bill is on call. File item 1. Forgive me, Senator Steinberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. Request permission to take up file item 94.
Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 575 by Senator Steinberg, an act relating to local planning.
Thank you very much, Madam President. This bill addresses cleanup issues in two bills from last year, SB 375 and SB 732. Assembly amendments contain the criteria and timelines for local governments within the San Diego region to complete their next housing element cycle and complete the rezoning for affordable housing. It allows local jurisdictions and SANDAG to retain the major advantage of 375 by synchronizing the housing and transportation planning processes. I urge an aye vote on this cleanup measure to last year's important legislation.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? No. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? No. Benoit? Calderon? Cedillo? Cogdill? No. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Cox? No. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? No. Flores? Hancock? Harmon? Hollingsworth? No. Huff? No. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? No. Smidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Walters? No. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Yee. Calderon, aye.
Ayes 14, noes 9. Senator Steinberg moves a call. Senator Steinberg, do you have another item?
Yes, I do, if I might, Madam President. File item 72. This is for confirmation. I want to get this done before the noon hour, if possible.
File item 72. Please proceed under Governor's appointments.
Thank you very much, Madam President. bring before the Senate the nominations of the following people: Constance Blackburn, Stephen Dean Jr., Carolyn McNerney, and Irene Oropeza Enriquez as members of the Commission on Teacher Credentialing; Melissa Ferruzzi Shriver, member of the California Arts Council; Dave Carruthers, Stuart Leviton, and Patricia Perez as members of the Fair Employment and Housing Commission; Thomas Getty as a member of the Hastings College of the Law Board of Directors; Carol Muskie Dukes as the California Poet Laureate. I have no rhyme. Vernon Chong, MD, and Thomas Moran as members of the California Veterans Board, and Joseph Tavaglione as a member of the California Transportation Commission. All these appointees were heard in the committee on September the 4th and approved by a 5-0 vote. Urge an aye vote on the Senate floor to confirm them. Thank you.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, is there any objection to using the unanimous roll call? Seeing none, ayes 25, noes 0. The nominations are on call. File item 100, Senator Calderon. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 36 by Senator Calderon, an act relating to mortgages and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, SB 36 will conform California's mortgage lending and brokering laws to the Federal Secure and Fair Enforcement for Mortgage Licensing Act of 2008, otherwise known as the SAFE Act. The Assembly amendments were technical and clarifying. SB 36 is supported by the industry. It would regulate. It has no opposition. I ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Benoit? Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Harmon? Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero? Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Steinberg?
Aye.
Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Weiland?
To be quiet.
Yee. Onnested, no.
Ayes 23, noes 1. The measure is on call. File item 101, Senator Kehoe. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 93 by Senator Kehoe, an act relating to redevelopment.
Madam President and members, this is a consensus bill that creates a nexus, a tighter nexus between redevelopment projects and funding for those projects and where the funding is spent. The bill increases transparency and can improve the relationship between local communities and the redevelopment agency. It's supported by the San Diego City Council, the California Redevelopment Association, and the League of Cities. I ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Secretary, is there any objection to using the unanimous roll call? Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Benoit? Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Harmon? Hollingsworth? Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Romero. Aye. Runner. Aye. Smidian. Aye. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Walters. Aye. Wiggins. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Wyland. Yee.
Ayes 24.
Cedillo, aye.
Ayes 25, no 0. Senator Kehoe moves a call. Members, at the request of Senator Steinberg, we are going to lift the call on file item 72. Please call the absent members.
Benoit. Calderon. Aye. Cedillo. Aye. Cogdill. Aye. Denham. Flores. Harmon. Negrete McLeod. Oropesa. Padilla. Price. Wiggins. Wright. Wyland. Yee.
Ayes 28, no 0. The nominees are confirmed. File item 102, Senator Calderon. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 94 by Senator Calderon, an act relating to mortgage loans and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, SB 94 will crack down on loan modification consultants who charge borrowers upfront fees and then fail to take any action to help those borrowers. The Assembly amendments added a sunset date of January 1st, 2013 to the ban on collecting advance fees, clarified the portions of the bill that applied to lenders, and they made a clarification requested by realtors. The lenders are now neutral and the realtors are in support. In addition to the realtors, SB 94 is supported by several consumer groups and housing counseling agencies, the State Bar, the San Francisco and Los Angeles District Attorneys, the cities of Oakland and Los Angeles, the California Association of Mortgage Brokers, AARP, and ASME. I ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested. Alquist. Aye. Ashburn. No. Benoit. Calderon. Aye. Cedillo. Aye. Cogdill. Aye. Corbett. Aye. Correa. Aye. Cox. Aye. Denham. Tisanier. Aye. Ducheney. Aye. Dutton. Aye. Flores. Hancock. Harmon. Hollingsworth. No. Huff. Aye. Kehoe. Aye. Leno. Aye. Liu. Lowenthal. Aye. Maldonado. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Oropesa. Padilla. Pavley. Price. Pavley. Aye. Romero.
Aye.
Aye. Runner. Aye. Smidian. Aye. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Walters. No. Wiggins. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Wyland. Yee. Onnested. No.
Ayes 22, noes 4 on the urgency. Ayes 22, noes 4 on the measure. The measure is on call. File item 103, Senator Calderon. Senator Calderon. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 98 by Senator Calderon, an act relating to life insurance.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, SB 98 proposes to establish a complete system governing life settlement transactions in California, and that establishes measures to aid in the detection and prevention of schemes that are stranger-originated life insurance schemes, which are called STOLIs. The bill also enacts a series of consumer protections and disclosures. The only amendment in the Assembly added were additional consumer disclosures and to make technical changes. This bill is supported by senior consumer groups, life insurance and life settlement industries, premium finance companies, and life insurance agents, and has had only 2 votes against it. I request for your aye vote. Thank you.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested. Aye. Alquist. Aye. Ashburn. Aye. Benoit. Calderon. Aye. Cedillo. Aye. Cogdill. Aye. Corbett. Aye. Correa. Cox. Aye. Correa. Aye. Denham. DeSaulnier. Aye. Ducheney. Dutton. Aye. Flores. Hancock. Harmon. Hollingsworth. Aye. Huff. Aye. Kehoe. Aye. Leno. Aye. Liu. Aye. Lowenthal. Aye. Maldonado. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Oropesa. Padilla. Pavley. Aye. Price. Romero.
Aye.
Aye. Runner. Aye. Semidian. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Walters. Aye. Wiggins. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Wyland. Yee.
Ayes 25, no 0. Senator Calderon moves a call. Members, we are going to now go into recess for both Democratic and Republican caucuses.